and I'm well rested, and I'm ready to give it another shot and chip away at this book. Let's get this godforsaken thing done. I'm basically focusing on this exclusively until it's done. Last night was not a bad stream. It was pretty good. I'll be up again tonight at about 8 o'clock Central Time, 7 o'clock. No, what would that be? 9 o'clock Eastern Time? So I'm going to have to figure out some sort of like sweet spot. I was actually talking about this last night. Like, what's the best time to do this? What I'm going to do is I'm going to check this because I checked the stream this morning from last night, which is really a responsible thing to do. And the audio was just too... Where we connected? It was just too low. So there was almost no reason for anyone to try to watch the stream. Big mistake. Okay, let's see what we got here. Let's check it out on YouTube. See what the old YouTubesies thinks. I had a fun time on the stream last night, actually. Upcoming, scheduled for 1 minute from now. Check 1 2, check 1 2. Here I am on the stream. Check 1 2. I wonder if I can go live inside of the app while I'm live through the platform. That would be really interesting. See if they give us the opportunity to do that. Let's see the live. Almost there. Create more shorts to reach 50 subscribers and unlock live streaming. Oh, I need 50 subscribers to do that. Interesting. And how many subscribers do I have? 40? I think I got like 42. All right, we're getting there. 50 is not a bad number. You know what I mean? Because you don't really want people doing things with like 0. You know, I had a weird interaction with a troll yesterday, and it was just kind of like, all right, well, it comes with the territory. So anyway, yeah, here we are in Bad Science, but this is like a whole story as a whole. This is a whole story as a whole. I don't know if that makes sense or not. Let's get our ducks in a row. Put these ducks in the row they need to be in. And then we're going to start chipping away at these pages. You know, it's interesting. There was a moment where I stopped drawing and started talking about current events. And that actually seemed to be kind of interesting to people. So actually, I'm going to take a moment and I'm going to take a look at current events and see if I have any opinions about things. So let's see. What's going on in the news? What's going on in the news according to Reddit? We'll see what Reddit news is. I like Reddit. The news is Brandon Johnson blames Republicans' lack of gun control for Blue Line mass shooting. Okay. Definitely not touching that one. I'm not going to talk about mass shootings. Here I go. I'm going to start talking about mass shootings. No, I'm kidding. Let's see. MIT's new silk cellulose water filter blocks stubborn forever chemicals, metals, and the new silk cellulose filter outperforms traditional materials in removing contaminants. Yeah, this seems like a push in nanotechnology, which has been pretty amazing. I mean, this concept of making things smaller and smaller. See, I have a straw in my drink, and what needs to be understood in this stream or on this channel at all, if you watch me live, is my cat Charlie wants every straw. The entire apartment just has chewed up straws on the floor, and I don't throw them away. I just let her keep them, and maybe I should throw them away. I don't know, but she loves them. And I like straws too. I used to use more straws, but now I try to cut back a lot. But I don't know, it might be kind of wasteful. Anyway, Russian troops apparently kill surrendering Ukrainian soldier near... Okay, I don't want to talk about the war. Trump admits he lost in 2020, leading white nationalist Nick Fuentes to disavow him. Wow, that's weird. Did he really do that? I don't know. I find it hard to believe that Trump does anything like that. And maybe. He seems to have chilled out a lot as of recently. It's going to be interesting, these debates. When is the next debate? God, you know what I would do? I would stream the debate. That actually would probably get flagged. Presidential debate. Oh my God, that would probably totally no hot mic moments. What's the first presidential debate? Yeah, give me a date. Would be September 10th. So that would be 4 days from now. So it'd be Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. Tuesday. It's not a bad idea. Tuesday. Presidential debate. I mean, the whole planet's gonna be watching that. Putin's gonna be watching that. I bet Putin watches it live. Cable TV's collapse deepens. It's becoming increasingly clear that there's no longer any floor. Oh wow. No comment on that again. See, there's too many things that Nintendo Switch 2 will allegedly feature backwards compatibility support. Hell yeah, I'm into that. I love the Switch. Uh-oh. Here comes the straw hunter. She's coming. I'll say this. This is what I'll do. This will be my deal for the morning streams. I'll have some orange juice, and I'll look at the news, and I'll make comments about things, and I'll take on commentary in the morning. And then we'll ease ourselves into the drawing. Because I think the drawing's cool and everything, but you know I have more ideas than just that. Here we go. After seeing Wi-Fi network name Stinky, Navy found hidden Starlink dish on U.S. warship. To be fair, it's hard to live without Wi-Fi. Yeah, I get it. I don't know how some of those guys in the Navy do it. Seems like a very tough job, honestly. Telegram will start moderating private chats after CEO arrest. The company has updated its frequently asked questions to say that private chats are no longer shielding from moderation. Telegram. See, I haven't kept up with this whole Telegram thing, so I don't know what that's about. Selena Gomez is a billionaire thanks to her beauty brand. Go you, Selena. I don't really know. Isn't she like a Disney star or something? I really don't know. San Marino beats Liechtenstein to record their first win in 20 years. What? Now that's a story to pay attention to. Wow. And how does Liechtenstein feel? Vance says school shootings are a fact of life. That's cowardice, not leadership. Okay. I don't know what this guy J.D. Vance said, but I just have a feeling that he didn't say that shootings are a fact of life. Maybe he did. I don't know. That's if it is the case, that's a very... Even if you believe that, which is a wild thing for the political party that makes arguments on behalf of guns, that is a wild way to approach it. I'm sure it's being misquoted, though. Maybe not. Maybe I'm wrong. Matt Stone and Trey Parker say South Park won't return until 2025 to avoid covering the election. We just have less fun. Oh, wow. So they're just going to take the whole season off. People don't want to cover the election. You know what's interesting is that I admire the South Park guys. I mean, they were a huge inspiration for me coming up. I think when I first saw South Park, I was in 4th grade, and it was a show about 4th graders. So it was like literally the most valuable thing I'd ever seen. And I remember when I very first heard about South Park. I can tell you exactly where I was. I was in 5th grade, and in our elementary school, we would switch teachers for particular subjects. And I think it would just kind of get us ready for the life of switching classrooms because we were going to be going to junior high and, whatever. No, was it 5th grade? I thought it was 4th grade. No, it was 5th grade because this was definitely 5th grade. So I'm in 5th grade, and I think I'm like 4 rows back, and a girl said something about that there was this really cool cartoon that come out. And I didn't really care because I'd watched, there was Cartoon Network existed, and I liked watching Nickelodeon and stuff, and I love cartoons, obviously. But I think like my general consensus was like, you're not going to show me anything that I haven't seen before in cartoons. And she's like, no, this is a cartoon show about cussing kids, which is really funny because anybody marketing it would never say that. But that's really, kind of the thing that pulled it in, right? Some like R-rated stuff. But this concept of South Park not covering the election is it's really interesting. They probably don't want to bear the burden of one taking a side or making fun of one side over the other. I mean, they have this really weird aspect of like they're kind of punk creators, and so I think they're always going to be counterculture to whatever culture they're in. And so since they're in LA is a very liberal culture, and so I think they naturally kind of make fun of the liberal culture, but it's pretty easy to make fun of conservatives too. And so they kind of get labeled as these libertarian conservative types, and it's clearly just not the case. I mean, character Mr. Garrison and things like that, it just doesn't. People just associate and assign things, and they probably don't want to influence anything, nor do they want any sort of backlash. So it's an interesting approach. I think it's a sign that these guys are getting real tired. I follow a fan account for Trey Parker, and he recently, or I don't know if it was recently or not, but they take stuff from his other accounts, I'm assuming, and they put it together. And it's him, generally him with his people close to him, his daughter and I don't know, it's his wife. And yeah, man, it just seems like these guys are just getting older. I mean, they got offered essentially like $1 billion for their next contract. I mean, that's wild. Scientists use food dye found in Doritos to make see-through mice. All right, that's wild. Donald Trump mocked over answer to childcare question. Towering stupidity is the quote. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I think that getting upset that things that Donald Trump says is an aspect of the tradition of how we approach the presidency, which is that when a president talks, we kind of try to deconstruct them. And Donald Trump just isn't that kind of candidate. He's kind of an entertainer first. And because of that, everything that's traditional kind of gets flipped on its head. And he's kind of accelerated that as well. I think sometimes people will tell me he's like some sort of brilliant tactician, and I see Donald Trump more as a buffoon, not really some sort of brilliant tactician. Let's see. How long have we been doing this? This is about 12 minutes. Probably be better if I had people chatting me up. Then we could talk, back and forth on it. But yeah, it's probably best to just get to the work. All right. So, here we are. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Let's get some music going, huh? Is there another Matt and Shane's Secret Podcast? I do like Shane Gillis' stuff. He's been a lot of fun to watch. Let's try some classical music. For the old breakfast crowd, huh? For the Friday morning crowd. All right. So we have this giant group of mud pillows. Let's kind of get in here. I like this drawing for a possible ad. I should actually probably grab some of these and start putting them away for ad stuff. But let's dive in here. All right, let's check the audio one more time before we get in here, because I got the music playing. Check 1 2. All right, back to Mozart. Let's try someone different. I think I've had a lot of Mozart on my channel. Let's try Bach. Ooh, let's turn this fan on. These LED lights are still starting to cook me. And then one day, there you are. Oof. And my last job, I would get Fridays off, but then I would still claim hours over the weekend. So Fridays have always been a really refreshing day for me, but it's funny, you start working for yourself, and when you start working for yourself, you work even more time. So this is very rough here. Our coalition is essential. And there's just a ton of dialogue that hasn't been worked out. That's all right. Let's dive in here and make some artsy. Not bad. Some of the most incredible art I've ever seen in all my days. Kind of get in here and no, stop tearing. Yeah, whatever. She's not gonna stop, and I'm not gonna get her declawed, so gotta get over it. So let's get these eyes right. This has got some here. Yeah, let's do this front row. That might be the way to go. Front row almost sounds like rut row. Rut row, front row. At the end of this stream, I'm going to pull out all the exposition that needs to be written, and then I'll probably get something for lunch, and then I'll sit down and I'll write the dialogue, and then we'll have that blocked out. I think today everything needs to be blocked out by the end of the day today. I have other work, contract work, but you know, honestly, this is more important right now. Interesting. There's also a lot of muddiness in my drawings, and we're going to keep the style going that way, but clarity is so important in this genre. That is one thing I've definitely struggled with. And the lack of clarity is on my part. It's the lack of understanding on my part of what I want to do. So I've learned some cardinal rules, and actually we could just live by those rules now, right? I don't have to necessarily There we go. Fill in that leg there. So this will be, there's a scene where, oh, so I guess I could kind of talk this out. There's a scene where the Mud Pillows come together and they kind of challenge, one group, one clan, challenges the authority of Bassa. And Bassa basically gives one of those, like, we're better together than we are apart kind of speech. I don't know if it's even a speech, but like some sort of talking. And at that point, they join forces. So it's like a small conflict, you know, that needs to be dealt with. There we go. So I think these eyes are really important. And there's like a lack of clarity here. What's going on with this stick? So let's make a stick here. Just clarity, you know? Claritin clear. There we go. Let's drop these together. Okay, it's got some of that clarity. These white lines here are a little thick though, so let's get in here and break these down. Oof, rough, rough, rough. Okay. You know, it might have worked. Nah, this is fine. Let's see. We got this. Yeah, it works out. Maybe we get in here and do a little more detail. Just kind of, yeah, this is lacking some detail. So let's get in here. Get some detail on our buddy. Put a little more mud here. Whoops. Let's try it again. Kind of runs off the page. You really don't want that. Two bud is better than no bud. That's very true. Yeah, two bud is better than no bud. Okay, that's not a bad image. Merge layers together. Let's see what we got going on here. Ha 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 ha. Man, yesterday, by the time I streamed yesterday, I was so tired. And I looked at the stream later, I'm like, that is one tired dude. Yeah. Okay. Why don't you let me grab this? Come on. Oh, this is a conversation. Actually, let me pull out my notes. Because I'm going to do some writing in here. Don't think I need this. I'm going to get rid of this, actually. That's been one of my secret moves, actually, is just straight up... Oop, what's this? Oh, these are jokes. Funny enough. Funny enough. That's funny. That's funny. I say the word funny a lot. Okay, so what do we got here? These are notes for stories, dialogue that needs to be kind of punched out. Guess we'll use a pencil. How in the world am I running out of pens? Still to this day doesn't make sense to me. Still doesn't make sense to me. Where's a pen at? Charlie, bring me a pen. Bring me my finest pen, Charlie. Okay, so then we have... Look at what we've accomplished. Dang it, this isn't working either. Alright, I'll be back. Don't go nowhere. Okay. And we have, so this is chapter, what chapter are we in? Chapter 3. Which is interesting because chapter 3, yeah, chapter 3 is its own thing. Chapter 3, I would say MP and Basa introduction. Intro. And then we have look at what we've accomplished. So it'd be a shield, and sticks. So basically the mud pillows have developed stick technology. And 2 sticks together. Top secret. Okay, so then we have that. And then we have assembling. Yeah, so I need narration. Okay. And then we have our coalition is essential. Our coalition. I want to say coalition. Well, I guess there is an A in there, so you could say coalition is essential. There we go. And then we have, what do we got here? Bassa's rally. I think I have some of this stuff. I'm gonna have to look through some notes because I think we've got some of the details of this stuff. And then swamp map. We're at a point now which is like pointless to make too much out of this. Okay, so then we got this. So let's save this. Let's save 3. And then the next one would be Spit's arrival to the dock. Okay, and then that's chapter 10. How long have I been streaming for? 30 minutes? Whatever. I can do what I can. I do what I can. Chapter 10. Spitz. Docking. Arrival. And then we have chapter 5, open right, Pickett's charge. Yeah, let's open up chapter 5. I think we're having trouble with chapter 5 too. It's not that, I mean, I'm writing these things now. Oh, okay. Pickett's charge and along with Boss's maneuver should be brought together, and then 7. Yeah, so I'm thinking weave 5, 6, and 7 together. So we'll see what happens with it. And I think I got to add something with Oliver's dream. So I think I have what I need there. All right. So I've been drawing for about 30 minutes. Let's do another 30 minutes. And then I have my work ahead of me. I'll do a little bit of, as you say, like... as you say. I say it to you as if it's you, but to as we say, a little bit as we say, what will I be doing? I'll be doing some chores, and then I'll feed myself, and then I'll work on the exposition. And then once that's done, what you do is once you're done writing, then you do layouts. And then once I have the layouts worked out, I can put them into the tablet, and then I can start building my drawings. Yeah. And so then we have the end. We're basically there, baby. We're in a weird spot. I definitely want to get done. I'm very excited to get done. Yeah. What I'll do is I'll finish it, and then I'll hand it off to some of my closer colleagues, have them do some, critiques, mostly, pacing and stuff like that, not really creative critiques. I know my creativity is perfect. It's perfect. It requires nothing. All right. These are a little absurd. What do we do with these trees in the background? I don't know. We got this one. Let's close this. All right, now let's see what I had. So I was doing Pickett's charge yesterday, and then actually let's open up the Katarina. This is gonna take a while. I got 30 minutes. This is gonna take longer than 30 minutes. Let's put a solid 30 in here. So I put these shadows in here, and I think this might actually turn into the moment where Jobbot yells villains, but I don't know yet. I really like this base here where there's cats walking around. So let's get in here and actually get some detail going with this. How many copies of Bones has been sold? I bet Bones is better written than my stuff. My stuff isn't that well written. How many copies of Bones comic sold? 8 million copies. Over 4.5 million copies of Bones comics. Bones is a fantasy comic book series written and illustrated by Jeff Smith. It was originally serialized in 55 issues from 91 to 2004. So 55 issues. The series has won many comic awards and is also on the American Library Association national list of most banned books. So the book is banned, which is probably pretty good for them too. 4.5 million. Oh my God. If he was getting, well, I don't know. If this is sold scholastically, it means he's not independent. He's dealing with a publisher. So I don't know what his cut would be at that point. But even if the cut is $3, I mean, what are we talking about here, huh? There we go. So yeah, we'll just kind of get in here and draw these little cats. Let's try not to get too boring. So maybe this cat's like trying to talk to this other cat, like, hey, are you coming into this area? Like, what's going on here? Oh yeah, I'm going. So yeah, let's get all these cats going. Maybe this guy's got a hat. And he's like dancing. He's like, yeah, I'm doing this. Which is funny because I mean, for this particular book, people are going to do that. So once everything's really tightened up, I'll probably still spend another week or so putting just a skosh more detail in here. One run through of the whole book literally takes me like 22 hours or something like that, and that's if I take no breaks. Uh-oh, someone's playing with straws. She's playing with straws and looking at my straw going, you know, you're next, bucko. What do we got here? We got another 20 minutes. All right, good. Ooh, maybe I'll listen to my own music, huh? Get me going. You probably think that you're a Kiki now. Kiki now. Maybe I should go live on, I'll go live on the Instagram page and try to encourage people to show up to the stream later today. What is it, kitty? What an interesting time to be alive. Everyone's always like, oh man, I grew up in the best time, you know? And then it just keeps getting better and better, so I don't think any of that's true. Let's make sure that we're good here. Okay. Got a nice little aggressive part. Hey everybody, this is Timothy James from Conformity Farm, the writer and creator of Mud is Good and the Conformity Farm comics and series. I just wanted to go live to let people know that I'm going to be live on social media tonight, or I'm going to be live on Twitch and YouTube, which I actually am live right now. So I'm doing this one and I'm doing this one. But for whatever reason, Facebook is not giving me access to my followers, and it's very unfortunate. We're telling your followers that you're started alive. Okay, cool. Good to know. Yeah, so let's do that. Maybe we'll creak out this way. I guess the only thing I can really do on this account is to explain to people what I'm up to. So I'm in the final throes of finishing the graphic novel. It'll be a 2-part series. And look at that, old Benny Kirsten. Good to see you, buddy. And I'm in the final stages of that. Actually, Ben will be one of the people that I'll end up sending a copy of this to right before I actually make the big push to sell it nationwide. But for whatever reason, I'm not getting access to my entire following. And when I talk to people on the platform, without saying anything too much, they basically said, hey, maybe you should run ads. And I'm saying, okay, running ads to see my actual followers, that's a tough sell in my opinion. So if you see now, we are getting some work done, and I'm actually currently streaming on Twitch and on YouTube, and yeah, the process will be here for the most part. The only part of the process I really can't show you is the writing process, and it's not because I want to withhold it. Just make sure I don't say anything that I shouldn't say on here. It's not because I want to withhold it. It's mostly just because I think it's boring to do or show. So, I mean, I've yet to see someone do writing streaming. I'm sure people do it, I mean, the biggest streamers are playing video games right now. I literally get like probably like an exponent of 5 more people watching when I'm playing a video game. So I'll play Civilization sometimes, and yeah, so that's what will happen. Oh. So it's kind of interesting. I don't mind doing that. I don't mind playing video games or whatever, but this seems to be a really good way to get the word out for what people might want to see. Get the word out for what people might want to see. But yeah, I just wanted to put the live out there to let people know that I'm going to be streaming. I wonder if I could just take a sign and just put the sign up and just be like, streaming soon. Or that would be kind of lame though, right? I mean, I did make a post about it. But yeah, social media is a really interesting thing. I know everyone's living their life. I mean, you're either going to school or you're going to work. So people don't really have a ton of time to look into this stuff. But you got to get the word out one way or the other. So yeah, there we are. So I'll attempt to go live again. You know what? It's interesting. I was having a conversation about this last night, and I was saying, hey, I went on this time, and a ton of my followers are on. So I feel like this gig may be more of a thing of like being available when other people are going to go out. So I like to go out. I'm a single guy, you know, and so like a cat in heat, I'll like leave the crib and go out and try to meet people. And that's really when I should be here working. So it's interesting how that works in life. All right, guys. Well, that's all I really wanted to say. Doesn't look like it got out too well, but that's okay. Take care. I'll be back. Peace be with you. Oh, we tried. You probably think that you are better now. Better now. Ooh, what's this from? Ooh. Uh-oh. Oh my god. No, no. No. Man, it's rough. It's crazy how much a nose can affect the way you look on period. Okay. Guess it'd be a good time to record something to tell people. Hey everybody, this is Timothy James of Conformity Farm, the writer and creator of Mud is Good and the Mud Pillows and Space Cats and yada yada yada. Makes sense because this is my page. I'm going to be going live tonight at 8 p.m. Central Time on Twitch and YouTube. So just follow the links in bio if you're interested in coming and hanging out. Ask me any questions you want. You could ask me to draw something. I'll do whatever you want. I mean, I'll literally be a dancing monkey. You think I have a problem with that? I don't. I will dance for you. That's a funny moment. Okay. Okay. Let's get back to these tiny cats. I wanted to do some art. What is this? I'm gonna make myself some music. I said I was only gonna go for another 30 minutes, which actually would be 15 minutes more, but we're gonna do more than that. This drawing isn't gonna go away, so we gotta get through it, you know? Was life a lie? What the hell? Ooh. I like the song "Smells Like Teen Spirit," but I've heard it so many times. I'm good. Ooh, Smashing Pumpkins. I don't like Weezer. All right, a little Alanis Morissette. There we go. All right, back to these keeks. Ah, these kind of interesting, like, sack styles. I wonder what Bones is about. Let's hear about that. All right, it's working. No, this is just comments on it. Imagination. Oh, wow. Oh, he did go independent. Wow. Okay, not bad. Now, if we give him some shadows, I think that'll do well too. I just like that Bone went with pretty simple character design too. Jeez. Wow. Nice. Nice. Not bad. Not bad. Look at them. They look like little tiny ants. Not bad. Alright, let's put some more shadows in here. Yeah, I have perspective issues on this, but that's okay. Here. And we're at an hour. Oh, these are really cool drawings. Huh. Whoa. Oof. Yeah. at here? We're past an hour. Nah. All right, so I could definitely keep going with this, but I'm not going to. This still needs work, but if you see here, this isn't bad. There's a lot to look at. So you can see there's a lot of mistakes made in here, and I'll have to come in here and fix certain things. All right, that's it for this morning. I'll be back. Maybe I'll come back afternoon. I don't really know, but I gotta do exposition, do a little bit of research. I'm gonna disconnect this tablet. I'm gonna sit at this computer for a little bit. All right. All right. Take care, y'all. All right, y'all. That's I close the program before I stop the stream. Take care.